I have been
Hi.
unmuted.
What?
Hi,
I
everybody.
said
Unmuted. Of course it's
they
unmuted. I
they
unmuted you.
trust me. I've been
Ah,
unmuted.
that's right. Hey, welcome everybody. It's your favorite day of the week, Tuesday. Just be, it's just Tuesday because I love tacos and everybody loves tacos. It makes them happier. So most people are happier on Tuesdays than any other day. Maybe not. Okay.
I'm
Uh,
Maybe not.
going. I'm
what?
going. I went Chinese tonight. Sorry.
I did
Chinese?
too. I did. I had lo mein
What?
and sweet and sour
I
chicken
had high
and hot
main.
and sour soup.
This is a sad world. This is terrible.
Oh,
It's,
what did you
oh
have?
man.
Adrian?
What?
Did you have Taco
I
Tuesday?
had carne asada tacos. I did.
Ah,
Yeah.
You guys
yep.
want to
I
know what
Yeah.
pretty
I
much
had?
you had Chinese food.
No,
You
vegan
did.
cottage cheese and tortilla chips.
Well, you had tortilla
I did
Oh
say
chips.
yeah,
tortilla chips. That's right.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
And-
that's a Mexican meal. Just
Yeah,
cheese and
cheese and
tortillas.
chips.
I
Cheese.
hate
There you go.
cottage cheese.
That's fake.
Small
I
curd or
hate
large
cottage
curd?
cheese. Do you like cottage
Well,
cheese at
Small
least, or are you
curd or
forcing
large
yourself to
curd?
eat it?
I love cottage cheese, but it's vegan. It's not even real.
It's
That's
not even real cheese.
No,
okay.
it's made out
What
of
the only
So
way to make
fake
cottage cheese worse
Mexican.
than being
made out of
make it
tofu.
fake.
What?
Tofu cheese.
I
Tofu
would
Mexican
cheese.
eat
cottage
it if I
cheese.
could. I would eat the real stuff if I could.
So large
Oh
curd or
man.
small?
It was
Yeah.
it was small curd. I had
Okay,
it.
I cannot stand large curd.
Good.
It's like no.
And either I've gotten away from it
Well,
for long enough now, I don't remember the actual taste of cottage cheese because I think it's pretty good. It tastes pretty close.
My mama
no,
loves
no.
it.
See, I had somebody make lasagna once to use cottage cheese instead of ricotta, and they said it's the same thing. And I was like,
It's
it
not
was
the
terrible.
same
You
thing,
ruined
but
it.
I can't use ricotta in lasagna because my husband doesn't like it. So I
Oh,
use cottage cheese.
Well, dump the guy. Sorry. Uh,
oh no!
sorry.
Phase
Anyhow.
3.
All right. Well, as you guys know, what we do is we do at the beginning of the show, we talk about upcoming events, and it's Oklahoma's week. So go ahead.
Oh, shh.
No,
Hold
it's
on,
not.
hold on.
It's not. It's not.
I still got it. I still got it here.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. I thought we
No.
were just going to talk about those coming up. Oh, my gosh.
No, I figured, the problem with that is it takes it takes a whole month to be able to get around to doing things, and stuff's coming up soon. Then we don't have a chance to really put it out there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight the events that we know of that's coming up soon in the area that might interest you,
Yep.
and that way we're talking about special events and not like every event that's happening in every county in the state. And I'll shoot. I don't have anything in Arkansas. No, I don't. I really don't until next month. The Arkansas Ghost Hunters of Crawford County on Valentine's Day are offering they do this little hospital. It's a small hospital, not one of these multi-level huge hospitals. It's a small rural hospital that. What the heck
Did
was
you just
that?
My
bark?
dogs.
She's a ventriloquist.
Okay. But anyhow, they're doing a Halloween night, and they're offering $50 per couple for a 4-hour investigation, or $100 per couple for an all-night investigation. But I've heard some good stories on it. He's been on the show and talked about this hospital. One of these days, I'm gonna go. I just this past year has been a blur. So anyhow, that's all I really got. And I know it's a month away, but
That's exciting. Though.
you can go check out. You can go ahead and check it out at the thing is called. Oh well, he misspelled it. Hospital Haunted Valentine Special. But don't look that up because it's going to be. You go to the Arkansas Ghost Hunters of Crawford County 2 and check it out.
Nice.
Pretty cool though.
Okay. Don't know of anything happening in Missouri for the next few weeks, but I do know Illinois, which is like 20 minutes, 40 minutes from me, over in Illinois. The Dead of Winter Conference. It's going to be on the February 6th and 7th. A bunch of lectures on the 7th, the night of the 6th, and the night of the 7th. They have some after-hour events. the conference itself, it's put on by Haunt America, Troy Taylor here in Alton area. But the conference itself apparently is free. You just have to bring some canned goods to donate. It's a big collection for those who need food. So I'm going to go to that. Actually, myself and a friend of mine, who I'm not sure if she's watching the show tonight or not, but Beth, we're going to go up there and we're going to listen to everybody talk and just have some fun and go to both investigations. I'll call it, one's an investigations, one's a lecture. So
Cool.
it should be a lot of fun.
Lectures.
Lectures are
Troy Taylor event is on my bucket list. I will get there.
I want to go to that too.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'd like to go to the
But-
Haunted America, but it's not.
Me too.
yeah,
I want to do that
How
one.
many hours away is that?
from me.
It-
Uh-huh.
From me, it's an
6.5
hour. So it'll be about what, 7 for you
Seven.
guys?
6.5 for me.
It's about an
Um,
hour. It's about an hour from here. That's also up in Alton.
Yeah. One of these days, we'll come up
One of
and
these days.
we'll harass.
Maybe we'll be
people
able to
and
do
we'll go to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are we doing now? Or we got other events? Do we have any other events?
There's a couple events going
Oklahoma,
on
shoot.
in Oklahoma. There's the Haunted Objects live that's going on in March, which is the weekend of my daughter's birthday. I'm not going to be able to do it, but it's going to be in. That's the one in Enid, isn't it?
Yes, Haunted
Yeah.
Objects. It's
Yeah.
odd. It's the odd Oklahoma. Wait, Odd Oklahoma
Oddities.
Expo.
Yeah.
Odd
Yep.
Oklahoma Expo, and then the Haunted Objects live show is connected with that too. And
Yep.
I just bought tickets to that.
Well, the one event that I can go to is July 17th through the 19th, and that's the Horror Con in OKC.
Ooh,
And
Ooh.
that's July 17th through the 19th.
Okay.
So that is going on in Midwest City,
Horror Con.
Oklahoma. Yep.
Okay. That's close to
Yeah.
home.
I think I've been wanting to go to that. We don't. July?
July
Okay.
17th through the 19th.
Well, I might be able to make that.
We'll have to check on all that.
I don't
But I
know.
know there's another one coming up in, I'm sorry, first off, anybody else?
there's nothing going on in Kansas right now.
Okay, fine. There is another
Stop.
one coming up. I believe it's in mid-March. And that's what our guest is going to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Oh, we have a guest
We
tonight.
have a guest.
do.
I have no idea where she's from.
That's
I
right.
have no idea where she's from because she is everywhere in
She
the
is
United States,
everywhere.
apparently. So
Everywhere.
she's from the United States. That's
everywhere.
all I know. So let's you want to welcome in Jenny?
She's been here
Absolutely.
before.
Can you
I mean,
push,
she
can
was
you
on
push the
here.
little button?
Oh,
No.
bring her in. That's what
Yeah,
you want
push
to
the
do.
little
button.
Okay, I could do
Push
it.
the little button.
Yeah.
There she is.
Jenny, welcome. Jenny Davis, how
That
are
is,
you?
he is right in saying that you're everywhere because you go to like every event that you possibly can, right?
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, are you ever home on a weekend?
April through October. No.
Yeah. No.
And she did send me a list of things that I need to get to you guys too, because there's a lot of awesome
Ooh.
stuff on that list.
Oh yeah.
And haunted locations.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I
awesome.
just
Yeah, a lot
met
of the
you.
ones you've been inviting me to. Well, not me, but
she
Will
invites
to.
everybody to go. I mean, come on.
I
It's more fun.
was
It's
look,
more
look,
fun
I
at
was
events when you
special.
go with people.
I was
Right?
special. Anyway,
We
most
all
of them
think
are
you're
like
special,
more
Ken.
than okay, fine. They're more than 8 hours from me, which means they're 16. I am special. Stop it. Yeah, a lot of them are 8 hours from me, which means they're 16 hours from these guys.
Right.
So, but anyway,
Well,
Where did Pam
there
go?
you go. Pam just went GoPro somewhere.
Ma'am just left.
Anyhow, she
Oh,
left. She said,
Sorry.
I've
Let me go
had
get
enough
her
of this
she
place.
had to sneeze.
There she is.
better.
So
We're
I
going
met
lunch.
you at Mid South, like
Yes, that's where I met her.
forever
time
ago. Yeah,
2010. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
I was, I
That's-
think, 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
17.
That
I
was-
don't remember.
That was at the one that had the crazy hotel with the cook you glass hallways, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it felt fine in your bedroom unless you touched the door. It felt like there was a fire outside. You open up the door and the curved glass would just bake you in a second.
Yeah.
You had to run to. Yeah, I remember. I remember that.
Yep.
That's crazy
That
That
time.
was forever ago,
Yeah,
It was a modern day easy bake oven.
right?
it was fun. We had a good portion of our team there that time, but that was a fun one. Had a good time.
Yeah.
But
I miss Mid-South. That's for sure.
yeah. So, but since then, you've like done everything.
Yeah,
You're like an event queen, aren't you?
sure. We can say that.
Well, I mean queen as in royalty, not queen as in hey. Not that that's bad. I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm just,
Is that
hey.
like a one shake?
Beep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So you're here
Anyway,
to talk about-
welcome.
Yeah,
Wow.
Well,
Welcome.
friends for Adrian, but you know him forever. So
What
Yeah.
are we talking about tonight? You got something coming up, right? Something that you're helping put on, or what?
Yes, I'm helping put on Obscura Paracon out in DeKalb, Illinois, which is about an hour from Chicago or O'Hare area. It's March 21st and 22nd. It's gonna be really fun Paracon, relatively cheap. There's good workshops, lectures, a ghost hunt, and just hanging out with some paranormal people.
Which is to me,
Cool.
like I said, that's always my favorite part, the hanging out.
Yep.
Right?
So
Same.
for
Yeah,
sure.
cool.
hanging out.
Chicago, hour.
I know.
So
It's-
an hour south. It's like an hour south, right?
Yeah. It's about an
So-
hour from Wisconsin, an hour from Illinois, Chicago. It's right by Rockford. Not that far.
And I think it's about
Nice.
2.5, maybe 3 hours from Missouri, St. Louis,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that. Yeah, yeah. I've been through DeKalb before. It's a nice little area, nice little town.
Yeah, my friend Billy Atkins is hosting it, and I kind of made my way into the Paracon. I was like, hey, I can help you get vendors, I can help you get speakers. I'm just gonna be the pretty face of the con, and we'll just go from there.
Let me help you. Yeah, no, I get it.
It's basically what I told him. Like, let me help you here.
No, that's cool.
Willie's a good guy. I mean, I've
Yes.
known him. Don't even remember. Maybe 8, 9, 10 years, something like that, at some event years ago. And I think I met you maybe 2, 3 years ago at one of
Something
the
like that,
at the SilCon event.
Yeah.
One of the SilCon event.
Like I met really the same time I met Adrian at Mid-South. But I was friends with him on Facebook before that. So
Okay.
he's one of my oldest paranormal friends.
Yeah, he's pretty old. Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell my son.
Wow.
No, nobody
No.
heard it. Nobody
Nobody
heard
heard
that
it.
at all. No,
Just
nobody
the,
heard me say
just
that
the
either.
billions of people watching this. So,
Somebody's
Really?
gonna rat you out.
Oh my goodness.
I know. But Willie's one of my best friends in the paranormal field and in life. So when he
Awesome.
asked me to come and help him, I was like, heck yeah, let's go.
Very cool.
too funny.
So how are plans going for it?
We sold out of vendor booths within 12 hours of
Great.
announcing
Nice.
it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whoa.
Excellent.
Yep, we sold
Wow.
out within 12 hours. We have Josh Purvis from The Searchers and Stream Beacon coming. He is coming because I asked him to, and he loves me, so he's like, "Yeah, let's go." We have Chris Fleming coming, who is a psychic medium out of Chicago. We have Dave Schrader coming from Minnesota. We have Amelia Carter from the Chicago area. We have Dale Kazmarek coming.
Kazmarek, uh-huh.
We have Robin Terry from Ashworth States.
Good
Uh,
guy.
yes, amazing guy. We have the Chicago guy, Tony. I'm not even trying to pronounce his last name. I'm not going to try it.
You get to try it. Try it.
Spell it. Spell it.
SZABELSKI.
Jabaleskity.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know. I just made
Uh,
it.
and then we have Barnaby
know.
Jones. Barnaby Jones will be all about the cryptozoology aspect of
Nice.
the event. So
Oh, I remember him. He was at SoCon, wasn't he? Didn't he have the
yes,
forest?
yes, he
He
was
made
out.
the forest diagram
Yes. Yep.
or whatever.
Diorama?
Diorama,
course-
yeah. Oh, it was really cool.
And then of course
That was
I will
cool.
be there, and Ridley will be there. So, and then Sam Beltrusis will also be there. He got a vendor booth, so he will be at his booth signing books and talking with attendees.
Shut up.
My dad just hold on. But yeah, Sam Beltrusis will be there, so I'm super excited for that as well.
That's cool.
That is
sounds
really
like
cool.
a great event.
You mentioned workshops also. What kind of workshops you guys gonna offer?
Let me pull those up here. We just put those on sale. So I will be doing an aura photo workshop. So you'll get aura photography picture and then the report to go with it. We have a spirit photography workshop. We have a paranormal protection satchel workshop. We have ancestral herbs, teeth, and gentle spirit connection workshop. And then we have Charm on the Threshold Witch Bells workshop. And then Chris Fleming will be doing a workshop called Unlock Your Sixth Sense to discover your purpose and true fulfillment. So we got some great workshops happening.
That's great. Now, are these all during the day? Are they
Yes.
after hours?
All during the day. We have 3 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday, and they range
Okay.
from $15 all the way up to $40, depending on which workshop you want to do.
Okay.
And all that information is on obscuraparacon.com. And then after hours, we have an investigation at the Egyptian Theater, which is about 2 or 3 miles down from the venue of the event. It is a old theater in town. I will be there as well as Dale hosting that investigation from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
I always wondered. Now let's take a little side path here. He said the Egyptian theater. What kind of theater is it, and why would it be haunted?
I have never been there. I have always wanted to go. But from what I see in history as on the website, there's historic Egyptian theater opened in 1929. It is listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. Let's see. It is named one of the top 20 I can't even talk today. Treasures of the state of Illinois, and 10 most haunted theaters in Illinois. I know multiple teams have been there. Videos have been made. Films have been made there. It is still a live theater on days that are open. I know Dale and Willie have investigated that multiple times as well. So I'm excited to go in for my first time for this investigation.
Willie's woo woo. Are you woo woo? You're woo woo a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm
And
excited. I've
they
heard
are-
amazing things about that place. So.
Go ahead. What was that?
I've heard amazing things about the Egyptian theater from so many people. So I'm excited to get in there and check it out and talk with the spirits there.
Yeah.
Best of luck. I just wonder why all these theaters are haunted. We have a
Right?
haunted theater down here. King Opera House is.
Have you
Never been
ever
there.
performed in a theater?
Me?
Anybody? Has anybody ever performed in a theater?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I have.
Cool.
And I can tell you, if it's a
smoked at
passion,
one.
you're gonna haunt your passion.
Right?
Yeah.
See, when I die, I'm gonna
Hello,
haunt all
honey.
these
Hello, my
haunted locations.
baby.
Yep. I'm gonna haunt everybody.
I'm gonna haunt everyone and everywhere when I
You got a
die.
list.
So they will know where I will be.
So
I'm gonna
everywhere
hunt
you've been,
people
you're going to
in-
go. Got it.
Yes.
I'm gonna haunt people in the Caribbean. That's where I'm gonna haunt people.
Okay, so voodoo.
So I don't
Moose-
care. I just want good
Mooshu.
weather.
Mhm.
I see
No,
Willie
no.
commented saying, calling me old. No, I didn't call you old. Not at all. I
I
called you
said, well,
old friend.
ancient.
Well,
I said
well,
ancient would be a bit too much. So, but
I've investigated quite a few theaters around the country, and biggest one was here in St. Louis, which was the Fox Theater about 10, 12 years ago, whatever. And like Shaw was saying, that you've got just extreme emotions in these
Yeah.
places. You have so many fans of the place, people who just love the theater. So their energy is there. The actors, the actresses, the animals. I mean, I've
is it
actually
emotion or are they just acting?
they're emoticons. There you go. But no, there's this all, and sometimes there are other things that happen. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Irvin.
Really
I remember
talking.
Irvin. Okay, so he
Okay.
died in the theater. Gotcha. So Irvin died there. But there's sometimes people die there. Sometimes, I mean, I've captured the jingling of keys
Right.
from an usher. I
Yep.
mean, I've got that from the Fox Theater. I've got a lot of stuff, and projectionists, they get kind of cranky. Projectionists do, especially when things go bad,
Oh,
and
yeah.
their emotions are stuck there too. So
Hey, I think I
It-
get
it's-
emotional when things go bad.
well, say then, if you were in the theater and got mad, you'd probably still be there.
Hmm. Absolutely.
I've done a couple of auditoriums. Is that the same?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It is
So we're good.
similar.
Sure.
Maybe.
I'm excited.
No, that's cool. What else is going on? You said more than one
Nope,
investigation, or is that the
we
only
just
place
have
you
the one investigation Saturday night
Yeah.
from 10 to 2 a.m. With me and Dale, and I think Willie will be part of it as well. Don't hold me to that, but that's my assumption here. But then we have the 2-day event Saturday and Sunday during the day.
Yeah, right on.
So
It sounds like a lot of
It
fun.
will be.
It really does.
It does.
I love cons anyway.
I do
Anyway,
Right?
too.
It's just
I
fun
love being
going
around
and
other
hanging out
people.
with friends and
Yeah.
catching up and seeing friends you haven't seen in a long time and just catching
Right.
up and hanging out and talking paranormal.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, the crazy
That's the
thing
best
is,
part.
I've already put it on my calendar, 21 and 22. So I plan on being there. I just need to get tickets.
Yes, and tickets are range from 15 to 25, depending if you want to go 1 or 2 days, and then if you want VIP or not VIP.
Okay.
Sorry, my kid just came in.
Oh,
She
no.
goes, I want tacos. I'm like, okay, go upstairs.
Taco?
Yeah,
We talked about that before, didn't we?
mhm.
Yes,
Good.
we did.
Yeah,
You completely got Adrian.
tacos are
Yeah.
life. Tacos are life.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a great event. Great people will be there. We have, I think, around 30 vendors, ranging from metaphysical to paranormal to podcasts to some dark arts type of products as well. So I'm super excited.
That's great. And I'm glad you
sounds like
came
a fun
on.
time.
Glad you came on tonight to tell us all about it. This has been great.
It
Mhm.
sounds fantastic.
We're not getting rid of you, but
I was gonna say, you
might
it
not.
sounds great.
Yeah,
It sounds great.
Well, because not only is she a part of this Paracon, though, but she has
Mhm.
been doing investigations for many, many years.
Right.
And
And we're gonna
like, when did you
segue
first
into that.
notice? Yeah.
Perfect.
When did you first notice that you were woo woo and you could see things others can't, or deal with things others can't?
So what got me really interested in this whole back then ghost hunting is what I would have called it. Was Ghost Hunters. When Ghost Hunters premiered, Ghost Hunters was on TV. That really got me interested. And then Brandy Green, who was on GHI, held an event here in Minnesota. And that really got my feet kind of like more into it. And then ever since, game on. Like I took a few years off to have a kid and be a mom, you know. But then as she got a little older, I'm like, I need to get back into what I love. Like I need my people. I need my friends. But the paranormal also brought me to my husband, and yeah, so
Awesome.
So he was into it also.
yes, he is. He and he hosted a podcast on Sky Works Network back then called Z Talk, and I had my show, and that's how we met through Scotty. So we always blame Scotty for how we met. We say it was Scotty's fault.
Okay.
And then actually Scotty.
Well, we could say that about a lot of things.
Right? Scotty's fault for a lot of things. But then we also had Scotty marry us in 2015. So we kind of blame Scotty for a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
really cool.
yeah. We actually got engaged at Mid-South in 2013. So
Nice.
yes, in front of John Zaffis, Bill Bean, Keith Age, the Booth Brothers, everyone and anyone who was at Mid-South that day was part of that whole situation. Because I had no idea what was happening because Bill brought Chris aside and he goes, "You have the ring?" He goes, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Bring it to my lecture. Propose in front of all these people."
Oh yeah, let's put you on the spot.
Right.
Nice.
And when Bill Bean's like, "I don't do this at every presentation." I'm like, "Oh shit, what's happening?" And then he brought Chris up, and Chris started to do a little talk, and he got on his knee in front of everyone. And I looked around, I'm like, "Oh shit."
No, I can't say no.
Say no.
I know, right?
What?
Ew.
But since 2010, I've been to some of the most haunted locations in the country, like Waverly Hills. I've been to the Washoe Club. I've been to Eastern State. I've been to a lot of places. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been friends on Facebook for a while, so I catch up and I was like, man, she's always going everywhere. She's doing this,
Right.
doing that, doing whatever.
Awesome.
Not only that, you've got your own little gig going. Tell us about what is it? Unturned Pages.
Unturned Pages is a weekly podcast on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We talk about the paranormal, the metaphysical, pagan, true crime, anything and really anything we talk about. We're going into our 5th year now.
Yeah.
But I also had a different podcast before that. So I've been doing podcasting since 2011. So
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
So
That's
15
awesome.
years.
Oh, you're saying you're a talker.
I am a talker. Unless I get up on stage and have to talk in front of a lot of people.
Oh, you
Then
can't do
you'll-
that?
No, I can't do that. Like, no. If really brings me up on stage at this Paracon to talk in front of people, I'm going to be like, hell no.
Hell no.
I can talk on the internet all the time. I can talk to friends all the time at events, but getting in front of everyone and talking, that's not my cup of tea. That's when
But
really
you could be in front of billions right now and you don't even know it, I guess.
right?
Well,
That's
Billion.
different. It's
Here-
different online than being in front of everyone and
so
talking.
here's how you're going to get around your issue on that. If they call you up to the stage to say something, face backwards.
Right.
That way you don't.
don't see
That
anything.
way you don't know.
Or just
What's
leave the room. That's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
you-
Just leave
You're
the room.
supposed to
No.
imagine
Hey, it's me.
you're supposed
Take
to,
your glasses
yeah.
off and you can't see them.
Right.
And they're,
yeah.
that's what I would do.
Pretend like you're
Imagine
a
that they're all
magician.
naked is what they always told me. I was like,
Right.
this isn't making me feel any better.
I was like, I don't want to picture some of these people naked.
No. I never did
Is
like
that,
that idea.
No, so
No, just
but
stand
you're into-
turn around.
So you
face
do
backwards.
you do events, you go to events, you're doing events. You have a podcast. You also do photography too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And I do like your
Oh
photography
yeah.
because you got an eye that I just don't. I do photography as well. But I've been an X-ray tech for 40 years, so all my stuff is PA, oblique,
Right.
lateral, so I can't get away from that scientific
Little
thing.
bones,
But
What I
yeah.
want to
The
do,
bones.
what I visualize in my head, I can't seem to make, and you
skeletons.
do a good job at that.
Oh,
So I
thank
just
you.
wanted to
You
tell
do.
you that was a very good thing. If you guys not a friend with her on Facebook, you can look her up, see some of the images she does. Do you have a
Oh,
you have a
they are
specific
amazing.
photography page, or you just throw that out there when you get the feels?
I do have a photography page. It's under Stories Within Photography. I just recently started selling my photography in October because
Mm.
Yuli kind of kicked me in the ass and said you need to sell your
Yeah.
photos.
Mhm.
And at that point I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But he opened a store in DeKalb and he's like, I want your photos in my store. What would you do it? And I'm like, I guess. And then ever since, he's been selling my photography. I've been selling my photography online and at events. And I've had amazing feedback and pour of love from people. So I'm super blessed for that. But yeah, everywhere I go, I take photos and yeah, people love them. So
Now, what is the common venue then that you would take pictures of, or the like nature, architecture, people, all of it?
It's
nature and haunted
random pictures
locations.
and paranormal stuff. Yeah, she
Yep.
goes and a little tricycle in the hallway type stuff. It's
Yep.
pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of them online that you posted out there, and I think I congratulated you when Willie asked you, because that was a couple months ago, right?
I,
And
I
you finally said, yes, my paintings are up, or my photos are in his shop now.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
He kicked me in the ass and said, you're going to do it. And I'm like, okay, we'll see how it goes. And then within like the first like 2 weeks of him being open, he needed to restock. I'm like, okay, I guess this is a good thing. But
is.
everywhere I go, I take photos and post them to Facebook, and a lot of people are like, I love it. I want it. I want one of my own. I'm like, oh, you want a print, or do you want like a canvas? And then we go from there. So
Mostly
no,
color. I know you do black and white and color. Which
Yep.
which do you prefer?
it depends on the photo.
Okay.
Like Winchester Mystery House, I like the black and white. Washoe, I like the black and white because it goes with like how old the location is. But it depends on the photo.
Okay. Have you always had a knack with photography and creative endeavors like that?
I took all the photography classes I could in middle school and high school and college. So yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
But see, what you do is you got to get some photography in some books, and that way you can say I'm a published photographer.
Right.
I can say that. My pictures aren't as good as yours, but I've been in what Bud C's book, The Haunted Fort Smith and Van Buren. So he had me go around town, take pictures of some of the locations that he had in this area, and so I took pictures. So I'm published. I'm like, woohoo!
Nice.
Well, you know, Eric Werner, you could probably get some stuff in his books.
But probably. I've been watching his posts, and I'm like, well, if you ever post about an location I've been to, you can definitely have my photos and use them. But yeah,
no, it's cool.
Yep.
So you do all kinds of stuff. Now we covered all paranormal this and paranormal that. What else do you do?
I am a psychic medium, so on investigations, I use my gifts to communicate with spirit. I mostly like doing that via the Estes method. Most people use the spirit box. I use the spirit box to kind of like put myself in a meditative state. And when I finally get into like the meditative / trance, I don't even hear the spirit box come through. I just let spirit come through and communicate their answers or messages. I've channeled Scotty Work's dad multiple times through Estes. I've also channeled other loved ones for people who are with me. And then give messages for the spirits at the locations.
So you hear things.
Yeah.
Do you see them as well, or do you just hear them?
Sometimes I can see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of freaky.
And then like I get
I
those
see
psychic
nothing.
dreams too. So like leading up to an investigation, sometimes I'll have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a couple months leading up, I'll start having dreams about the location, the spirits. And then when I get to that investigation, whatever came through my dreams happens. And I'm like, this is creepy. I don't like it. Like I know what's gonna happen. And then I always like by the time I get to the location, I always forget what the dream was until it happened. I'm like, crap, I had that in my dream.
Well,
I
my
should have
I have
known.
deja vu. Yeah, I have that from
Deja
time to
vu.
time. Yeah, and I'll get that, and I'm like, I've lived this moment before,
Right.
and I've done that, and then somebody told me, well, Anita Tallbow, she said, well, you've got an ability. I said, I do not have an ability. I've tried to open myself up to things, and that was actually not a good thing because that crap happens when you do that.
Oh
But
yeah. Like
but I try to uh, try to do anything. I never could get anything
right.
to manifest.
So a
So
funny story, well, funny slash scary if you are my perspective. I had gone to Waverly Hills in 2012 as just like a normal investigator. I hadn't opened myself to my gifts yet. I had ditched high school for a week. I went to Kentucky with friends. It was my senior year, right before graduation. I ditched high school for few days and went on investigations. And we had gone to Waverly Hills. I hadn't been open, so I didn't have very much experiences at Waverly Hills at that time. We saw the doctor, we saw some shadows, but then I went back the year later with my husband and my mom just for a regular like night tour of Waverly. But that time I was more open as a psychic medium in my gifts, and I was fine on every floor except for the fourth floor. I had hold on one sec. No, River, go. Sorry, my daughter's being annoying. But we had gone up to the fourth floor, and my intuition was telling me, "Don't go. Something's going to happen. Don't go." But you're on tour. You have to go with the tour guide goes, right?
yeah.
So we got up to the fourth floor, and I had gone on. We saw the nurse and right, or I saw the nurse and right, and the doctor passing through the hallways. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then we got to the OR, and as soon as I stepped over the threshold, I was literally bent over and like screaming and crying at the same time. So it literally felt like my chest was being ripped open, and tubes getting placed in my lungs, like as if I was a patient, being treated for TB. I literally could not breathe. Like I could not do anything. All I could do was cry and just scream. And my mom took me out to the hallway. I finally felt a little better, but it took me a good couple hours to calm down. And and Scotty worked. I got back to the hotel, and Scotty was like, "Did you shut yourself down? Did you do your protective thing?" I'm like, "No, because you didn't teach me." So I kind of blamed it on Scotty. I'm like, "You didn't teach me this," and he goes, "Yes, I did." I'm like, "Well, I didn't learn it, but I didn't listen. Whatever." But this year, I'm finally going back to Waverly Hills. I hadn't been back since 2013 because after that experience, I'm like, I don't want to ever go back to Waverly. I don't want to ever experience that. But this year is my redemption year. I'm going back to Waverly for the first time in 13 years.
Wow.
See, I'm gonna have to go back because Tina and I went with one of Keith Age's events. Keith has I forgot what they called the thing that they were doing, but him and God, I lost his name. But we went, and it was great during the day. I just enjoyed the beautiful building. It is such
Oh yeah,
a cool
it's
place
beautiful.
to be. But we never witnessed. Tina and I both. Neither one of us witnessed anything while we were there. No. Of course, we don't feel things, but
Right.
we just. But I'd go back just to see the building again.
Right.
It's a beautiful building.
I'm excited to go back, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm bringing a bunch of friends with me, and they've never been there. So I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna stick you up on the fourth floor by yourself for 20 minutes. You're doing a solo. But when I do a solo, y'all are gonna, one of you or two of you are gonna be on that floor watching me for screaming and crying. And if I run, you
Do
run.
like the old. Do like the high priest thing that they used to do in the Holy of Holies, just tie something around your leg. Now they can pull you out.
Right. I'm excited to go back, but at the same time, like my guard is up, and I don't want to experience the same thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to experience. I mean, well, it just all depends. I loved like the one that we went to in Arkansas.
I would wait.
love that one.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
would
I
experience
kept
over and
waiting
over
for the
again.
funny part to happen. She said that funny story. There was no funny in that.
There's
Yeah.
actually somebody in the chat. She's asking, how do you turn off once you're done channeling?
So over the last couple years of me doing SS, my mom and my friends who come with on a regular basis keep me under about 10 minutes, maybe 15. But if sometimes I get like stuck in trance or that meditative state, they literally have to pull me out of the venue or the location for me to detach. But for me, like when I leave a location or I'm done communicating, I imagine like a light switch and I turn off. That's what Sarah Wilmos has taught me. Just imagine like a light switch and you're just turning it on and off when you're ready to communicate with spirit.
I do want you to explain to people, if they don't know, what the SS method is.
So regular SS method, not my SS method, is when you sit in a haunted location, you use a spirit box, so an SP7 or whatever spirit box you have. Sometimes I use the Necrophonics through my Bluetooth headphones. You sit in a haunted location, you put a blindfold, or you can get the Delco glasses. So you're deprived from vision and hearing, and you just say whatever you hear come through the spirit box. So if you hear hello, if you hear goodbye, numbers, names, anything, you will spit it out. And there's other people in the room or down the hall or in different rooms asking that question, but you won't be able to hear it because you have headphones on, so you can't hear.
That's what we were going to ask you. Actually, the photo that I put up, I Skyped it off of your Facebook page. Is that what you're doing with that? Or we were wondering, are those glasses, is that part of a Gansfield experiment? Or was that?
That is the Delco. Those are the Delco glasses. So Michael from Haunted Files on Paraflex makes those.
Okay.
So there are red lights, and then you'll hear like beeping or like a beeping sound as well to kind of put you in that meditative trance stage, but you don't see anything past that red light. So that's what I use for my SS, or to kind of get that deprivation going.
Yeah.
So you have sound deprivation, seeing, and then that's what I use.
I thought it made you look like a villain from the Mystery Men show. But
are they far enough away from your eyes that you can actually open your eyes behind them?
Oh yeah, yep.
Cool. Yeah, that's.
I wish
cool.
I had mine right next to me. I would show them, but I don't have them next to me. They're packed away.
So do you? I'm sorry. Do you see colors then? Do you see anything?
It's
Or is
so
it just blackness?
with the glasses, it's a red light.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you can either have them as like a steady red light, flashing red light, in a couple of different sequences. With those glasses.
That's
cool. Singing Roxanne.
And
Roxanne.
If you ever investigate with Michael Gagliano, who's in the chat, don't let him pull you out of Estes with headphones, because he did that with me. I did Estes with him at Eloise last year, and Larry Eisler told him to pull me out of Estes by taking my headphones off. This dude comes up to me and he's like, I guess he's tapping me a couple minutes, trying to get me out of Estes. And Larry's like, you have to take the headphones off her. And he goes up and pulls the things off my ears. And like literally almost pulls my ears off my head.
Oh
So
my goodness.
if you ever do an investigation with Michael Gagliano, don't do SS around him because he might use something.
Or at least don't wear earrings just in case.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I wear dangling earrings.
I
too.
know. Yeah, I know.
Right? But yeah,
That's funny.
I love investigating with Michael because he's such a like quirky, funny guy. But yeah, I would never do SS around him again.
Danger.
It's dangerous with him around.
Danger, Rogers. Funny.
That's funny.
Estes is pretty cool. I've done it, but I haven't used anything over my eyes. It's just, just close my eyes and keep them closed. Sometimes I put my hand over them.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got to get the people far enough away so that you don't hear them.
Yep.
That's the big thing.
That's
Now,
the big thing. Yeah.
And then when you say stuff, I only say stuff if I can actually understand what the word was, because you hear chattering and just blurbs and just buzzing sounds and all that. So is that how you do it also? Just the words that you can actually understand?
So with my Estes, I don't really listen to the spirit boxes. I go in such a deep trance, I don't hear it. I let my spirit step aside and let the spirits that are around that want to communicate come through and talk. So a lot of the times when I do Estes, people say that my voice changed, my facial expressions change, my posture changes. Sometimes I speak a different language, which I don't know any other language except for English. Like down at Old South, I spoke German one night during Estes, which I'm like, I don't know German, but okay. I guess that came out of my mouth.
You're going full blown Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost because yeah. Okay.
So for me, I don't really listen to the spirit box. I let the spirits come through and talk. So I'm not in control. I don't remember anything that I say during my Estes, so I always have somebody recording as much as possible so I can go back and like listen to what questions were asked and what came out of my mouth. But if like at the beginning when I started doing Estes, I listened to the spirit box, but then I got to the point that I could physically and spiritually put my spirit aside and let spirit come through.
That's what I wanted to. That's what I want to ask. You said that again. You put your spirits aside. What do you mean?
So when I go into Estes, I let my spirit guides know that they can let the other spirits come through and talk. So it's not my spirit guides talking. Yeah, or my spirit. Yeah, spirit guides. My spirit. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I don't get. I hear that every now and then. So you have like specific spirit or spirits that normally speak to you?
Yep. So everyone typically has spirit guides that kind of like go with them through life. But when I do Estes, I like to tell them, hey, I'm about to do Estes. Let the spirits of the location or whatever that want to come through and talk come through. So that's how I got to talk channel Scotty Works' dad, and he comes through so often when I investigate with Scotty's to give him messages.
Cool.
Yeah. So
and when you channel, what I found is that when you do channel, you don't remember what you said.
Nope.
That's why I always record. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Yes. I like it, but I wish I could remember everything I say.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's why you record. So that's
Yes.
and that's perfect. Interesting.
Well, I get this question from Chad. It's asking if you're a full-blooded Indian.
I am not.
No. So,
When did you learn that you had these gifts?
In early 2012-ish. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I had to get something for my daughter. But
okay.
Scotty was
we
like,
understand kids ruin everything.
right. Scotty's like, he comes up to me, I think 2010 when I first met him at Mid-South. He goes, you have gifts. You need to dive into them. My first response was, you're fucking crazy, dude. I don't have gifts. What are you talking about? And then just being around Scotty, talking with him, learning from him, I kind of developed my gifts a little. But in like when I first started watching Ghost Hunters and seeing these psychic mediums and stuff, I'm like, those people are crazy. They're just pulling shit out of their butts at this point.
I think all psychic people are crazy, so that's okay.
Crazy.
You can grasp onto that really hard.
But it's interesting because like, during my aura photography, sometimes I get messages for the people I'm reading, like the report to, and I'm like, hey, I'm also a psychic medium, and I'm getting this message. Does it mean anything? Like when I'm like looking at the chakras, I get sometimes I'm like, do you have something going on with your stomach? Or you having issues? And the person's like, yeah. How do you know this? I'm like, well, Spirit's telling me that you need to go get that checked out. Like that is interesting because sometimes it peeps into my sessions with the aura photography as well.
So you bring up the aura photography. Go ahead. You first.
I have a question about the oral photography or aural. Is it the same as Carillion or is it different?
It's kind of the same, but mine is all electronic. So when somebody sits down with me, they will put your hand on your plate, on the plate that I have. Mm-hmm. And it's a biofeedback system. So every time you breathe, every time your heart beats, it'll give you like little reading. And the program that I use takes an average of the whole session and gives you your aura colors, your energy levels, your personality colors, your chakra levels, and
what my personality color is. No, it's funny because I was raised in Southern California, and back then all the weirdos would come up to you and say, "Oh, you had this aura about you," and everybody you walked into, they told me a different color. So I guess my color changed on what block I was on. But
they change a lot.
They change on a daily basis. Like,
but I did have a witch in Albuquerque, New Mexico, freak out and kick me out of her store because I didn't have an aura. And
wow,
yeah,
that's why.
Wow.
Yeah,
into the abyss.
I don't know what that meant, but I was like, okay, I just wanted this CD, but fine.
I've been told that by some, I think Anita told me, and some other psychics and such, they've told me that if you close your eyes, the first color you see, that is currently your aura.
Black.
Yep, I've heard that too. I've heard that.
Mine's always black.
Black.
I've never seen a black aura, so I think it's the same. I've heard that multiple times as well. I just put my hand on my plate and see what my color is that day. So I can play with it every day if I want.
So is it just the hand that you work off of?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Yes.
Do you actually ever see auras of people?
Not really, unless like I am doing like Reiki, because I'm a Reiki master as well. When I'm doing a session, sometimes I can see the auras when I'm working on the like chakra system. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't happen very often. So I don't have that gift.
One time in Mid-South, you can walk into the where all the vendors were, and Robbie Thomas just locked onto Tina and started talking about her aura. Didn't say anything about mine, and I'm really thinking that she was more locked onto her orbs.
He wasn't flirting with you.
I think it was more about her orbs than her aura. So, but I'm just saying.
Oh no!
Funny story from Mid-South.
I'm just saying.
Funny story from 2017 Mid-South was, Rick Hayes comes up to me, and I'm talking to him. He goes, "You know you're pregnant, right?" And I'm like, "You are fucking crazy, dude. I am not pregnant." I had no idea. And like a month and a half later, I found out I was pregnant, and I messaged him. I'm like, "You're the real deal. Like, you predicted, you told me I was pregnant, and I thought you were crazy, but you were right.
You made me pregnant."
Right? Well, I had hand surgery.
You
like,
got me
2 weeks-
pregnant.
Immaculate
surgery.
conception.
2 weeks before Mid-South, and the doctors at the time didn't tell me that the pain meds I was on canceled out my birth control.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
because I was on high
That's
pain
in that pamphlet that you got with your drug that you didn't read.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I found out I was pregnant in September, and that's how I had my oopsie baby.
Oopsie baby.
Surprise, surprise, huh?
but
Yeah,
you
so-
love her.
I was an
I
oopsie
love
baby.
her. I love
Pleasant
her.
surprise.
So it's
My
funny.
nickname was Boo Boo because I was an oopsie baby. I was 5 years after
Oh,
everybody
that's
else.
cute. Are we all
Right.
oopsie babies?
So whenever I see Rick at events, I'm like, you do not tell me I'm pregnant. You cannot tell me.
Yay!
He goes, no, you're not pregnant. But then Scott, like one time I thought I was pregnant. And Scott, he goes, you kind of are, but you're going to lose it. I'm like, shit. Okay.
Oh, that's even
Oh my
worse.
gosh.
Yeah. Rick Hayes at Mid-South one time asked us where the vendor place was, and Teeny said, "You're the psychic."
Don't you know it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's funny. Good
whenever
time.
I see him, it's the inside joke of, don't tell me I'm pregnant. I am not pregnant. And he goes, I won't tell you this again. I won't say that again.
I'm not going to say it, but
Yeah.
All right, we got just a couple minutes left. I want to know, once again, take this moment to plug anything that you've got, plug up Shiricon, how to contact any of that stuff that you need to get out there. Tell the world. You got 1.5 billion people watching right now.
Obscura Paracon is in DeKalb, Illinois, March 21st and 22nd. Some of the guest speakers is Dave Schrader, Chris Fleming. I will be there. Josh Purvis, Sam Beltrusis. It is March 21st and 22nd in DeKalb, Illinois. Get your tickets at obscuraparacon.com. You can find Unturned Pages on Facebook as well as Stories Within Photography to see all of my photography. And then you can also find me on Facebook. You can find my podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, any of the streaming services. You can find Unturned Pages.
Excellent.
awesome.
We're gonna kick you back to the green room. Don't go away because we'll talk to you after the show. So
Okay.
don't
Thank you,
leave
guys.
us.
fantastic.
Of course.
Thanks,
It's been a fantastic guest. It's a good show.
Thank you.
Good kickoff. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be right back.
If I could do that. All right. Yay! That was a good show. I like that.
Yay, it was.
She's
I
fast.
was so nervous. So she was going to be on like, Jenny. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. But who do we got next week?
Daniel Benoit? I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry.
Benoit.
Benoit?
Benoit? Wow.
I am
I
so
don't know.
sorry.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
We'll just
sorry,
have-
Daniel. I'm so sorry.
We'll just have him introduce himself. And our guest. What's your name again, sir?
E-N-O-I-C.
I'm a medical professional. I have to yell out people's names in front of an audience all the time. And
You master
sometimes I obliterate their names. So I'm off.
True. I always feel so bad. I mean, I have to say their name. I have to repeat their names in my calls, and sometimes I'm like, okay, can you please repeat what you said your name was? Because I can't pronounce that.
That's okay.
And then I mess it up anyway.
That's too
That's
funny.
funny.
All
It's the
right,
accent.
man, that was a good show. Well, that burp went out to the world. So thank you guys. We'll leave on that note. Bye.
Bye, y'all. See you next
Bye, guys.
week.
Stay A.M.O.K.
If I can get this thing to go, there we go. We're still on there.
People can still hear us.
I know, we're still on there. We can
Let's
still
see.
the wave. Bye.
Ah! Yeah, they
Bye,
can't.
guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.